I've made over $1 million by age 24 using a business model called wholesaling land, and in my opinion, it is the single smartest business to start with $0. So in this video, I'll break down what is wholesaling, how to get started, and how to close your first deal. If you skip this video, you'll probably waste the next 3 months chasing some overplayed side hustle instead of learning how to build a real business that's printing 5 figures a month for people like you. Let's get into it. Step 1, what is wholesaling? If you don't already know what wholesaling is, it's basically when you get a piece of real estate under contract at a lower price and then sell that contract to someone else for more, and you keep the difference in between. So you are not buying the property, you're just contracting the rights to buy it at that price and then flipping those rights for a profit. But here's the problem. People start wholesaling because they see it on social media and they think it's easy money. They look up properties near them without any proper research. They make a half-assed attempt at finding a buyer and they never make a deal. And yes, back in the day that strategy worked, but not anymore because everyone is doing it. So nowadays, I teach a different approach. It is called reverse wholesaling. Instead of finding random areas with no buyers, start with the buyer. Figure out exactly what they want instead of guessing and then go find that for them. That's how real business works. Demand first. But in order for your land to actually sell, you need to be looking in areas that have supply and demand, a hot market. So how do you find that? Step 2, finding the right market. This is the step where we make sure you're not wasting your time and make it so you actually have potential to make money. Because if you pick the wrong area, your land won't sell. Simple. And I'm speaking from experience. When I first started out, I was wasting all this time trying these random areas that I thought looked good, that everybody was talking about, and I was making no money. But then I got tired of doing outreach for no money, and I found out this way to find hot markets. We are going to start here on a website called Zillow.com, and Zillow.com is how you are going to find hot markets, okay? So these are the exact filters you are going to put in place. The first thing we want to look for is where is land actually being sold? Where are people buying? So the first filter is going to be sold. Next, we are going to head over to home type right here on the top, deselect all and select lots and land because we only care about land. From there, we only want to look at the last 90 days. I don't care about the last 5 years, 10 years. I only care about the last 90 days. Where is all the land being bought and sold in the last 90 days? We want to look for a trend. So here, sold in last, we are going to select 90 days. Now we have our filters applied. So we are going to simply look for clusters on the map, scrolling around, trying to figure out what areas have a concentration of land being sold. And this right here would be a pretty good example. This is kind of what you want to look for. Now, these markets that I'm showing you on the screen are a little bit more confusing. I don't recommend starting in them, but this is a good example of what it looks like. So you want to look for these clusters. So all you're doing is scrolling through Zillow, right? Almost like playing a game. Where are the most yellow dots concentrated? Obviously, they are spread out everywhere, but you want to look for concentration. So when you find that concentration, and we'll use this area right here as an example, you need to cross-reference that houses are also being built, correct? Because it's great that land is being sold, but we sell our deals to home builders. So we need to make sure that there is new construction. Here's exactly how you will check for new construction. We're going to switch our filters here to for sale, home type, houses, and click more and year built 2025. That means that every single house that we see for sale has just been built, brand new. So all these builders you see here are actively buying land and building houses currently. You don't want to speak to people that, again, were doing this 5 years ago. You want to speak to people that are doing this right now. So we can see that there is a good amount of houses being listed on the market that are brand new, meaning these builders are buying as much land as they can and building as many houses as they can. So again, for market research, let's just keep it simple. This area checks out. This is what you want to look for. Now you found a hot market. So we're not guessing anymore. We're following real demand now, like real businesses do. Now, how do you actually find people who are going to buy your deal? Step number 3, find the builders. So it's important to find builders because these are the people who will be buying the land from you. Our goal here is to find out who our customers are and exactly what they are looking for in the land. Once you find these out, it makes it extremely easy to close deals because we're going to people who are already buying land with exactly what they want. Think of it this way. Wholesaling is a business, and every big business is already reverse engineering what their customers want. Think of Amazon. They literally show you frequently bought together, and customers also bought because they're reverse engineering customer demand. And that's what I do when I'm wholesaling. So how can you actually do that? Now, we're here again looking at all these brand new builds, right? All these areas with new construction. And the best part is when you click on these listings here for these brand brand new houses, the builder's name is listed right there. So all you have to do is scroll down and you'll see all their information, who the builder is. All you have to do is look them up and you can reach out to them. Now, some of these will even have their phone number listed directly on Zillow. So here's an example of one builder that already has their phone number right here on Zillow, and you can reach out and simply say, hey, I'm working with off-market landowners in this area. Does your builder need more lots like this? Your goal is to get what is called a buy box from these builders. They will tell you exactly what they're looking for, where, and what they are willing to pay. That way, you're not wasting time just calling around doing these random areas. You're actually going after what your buyers want. So again, ask for lot size, price point, zoning preferences, location. Now, this is the exact framework I teach to my students to find builders and find out what these builders want. Take Kevin, for example. He applied the proven system I used to scale past over $100,000 per month, and he went on to make over $10,000 a month on his own. Or a boss, another student in the program who has closed over $20,000 this month flipping land. So if you're serious about this and you want to take it to the next level, just like these two students did, click the first link in the description to book a call with my team, and we'll walk you through, create a custom plan, and see how we can work together. Now you know how to find your builders and what they want. So step number 4 is finding the land. So there are two ways I use to find the land your buyer wants. Method number 1, off market, and method number 2, the on market approach. These two methods are exactly how I made my first 100 grand wholesaling land with zero experience and no upfront money. So today let's cover the simple on market method because it is fully free and costs you no money to do. So we're back here to Zillow.com. Let's use our example hot market that we already found, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do the on market method, which requires you essentially spending no type of money and you're only calling listings. So you're calling people who have listed their piece of land on the market with a realtor. Now, some people will say, oh, builders won't buy stuff from you on market, and that is completely false. I do multiple deals every single month on market. Why is on market amazing? Well, these are already people that want to sell as they are listing their property on the market with a realtor to sell. So here's the filters we are going to put. It is going to be for sale. We are going to switch back over to lots and land because we are looking for land that is for sale. We will remove the year built 2025 filter, and now we have all these pieces of land for sale. So all these different prices you have here. For example, let's say you have a builder that is willing to pay $70,000 for a piece of land right in this area. You are going to call all the listings that are right around $70,000 and make them an offer. Hey, how are you? I see you have this property listed on the market. We're interested in making a cash offer. We can close in 30 days. Here's the price we're willing to offer you. Let me know what your seller has to say. The realtor will go ahead and present the offer to the seller. If the seller agrees, they will write the contract up. You sign the contract, they sign the contract. Now, once you have that signed contract, well, obviously you're going to present it to your builder. You will have all these listings here on Zillow.com and multiple options to go through based off what your builder is looking for. Your job is to get it below market value so that you can flip it to the builder for a profit. So this is the first method I use of on market. Again, if you want to dive deeper into all of this, the link down below will allow you to book a call with my team. We can talk about how we'll help and kind of put you in a position to be able to use all these methods and know them like the back of your hand. So again, we're using Zillow.com. You'll click on a listing, okay? You'll scroll down, the realtor's number will be listed right here. Hey, I noticed you have a piece of land in North Carolina. My partner and I are working with a few local builders who are buying right now. Would you consider selling if the price made sense? When someone says yes, you get the property under contract. The realtor will write the contract, you sign it, they sign it, and you're good. Once you have a signed contract, you will send it to your builders that already told you what they are willing to pay and what they're looking for. That way, you can actually get a quick answer. Instead of just getting properties under contract, guessing if you'll be able to find a buyer, using this method right here, you know that you will have a buyer lined up, ready to go. A lot of these agents already have motivated sellers with overpriced and stagnant listings. And now finally, let's walk through the contract process so you can actually get paid, or else you would have done all this for nothing. So step number 5, lock it in and get paid. A lot of people find this part really complicated, and it can be if you don't know what you're doing. So I am going to dumb it down for you to make it easy. But this is insanely important because as easy as it is to make a contract, it's also easy to have the deal fall through here. They get a verbal yes from the seller, they're hyped up, but then they mess up the contract. They don't put the correct builder terms. They fail to communicate with the buyer, and suddenly the deal falls apart right in their hand. I've seen people go from a $9,000 payday to $0 overnight because they skipped this. This isn't just about paperwork, it's about getting paid for your hustle. So here's what you actually do. When you speak with your builder, they will tell you exactly how many days they want want on the contract, the amount of money they are willing to deposit on the contract, the title company or attorney that they want to close the contract, and you are going to match their exact terms on that contract so it lines up with what they are looking for and you don't have to make any changes because it's already good to go. That way you don't have to go back to the realtor and risk the deal saying, hey, I need to change this, I need to change this, I need to change this, because you've already done it right the first time. That's why it's so important having builders ready to go and knowing their exact terms and what they are looking for. So again, once you have all that in place correctly, you will assign the contract to the builder and collect your $5,000 to $10,000 assignment fee. That's one deal. Do 3 to 5 of these in 30 days and there's your $30K. Now, if you want extra help or you're ready to take this to the next level, click the first link in the description again to speak with my team and apply to work with us directly. I've already helped students like Marco, who is literally in high school, who started from nothing and has scaled to over $57,000 in the last 5 months.
My name is Marcus. I just turned 21 years old, and last week my wholesale business was able to do over $26,000 in assignment fees.
Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Let's get it.